Hey folks, how's it going? Chris here from MoDXtra Games and Collectibles. Absolute pleasure to have you with me here today. And this video you're watching right now is another installment of my Amazon action figure accessory reviews. This is where I go rooting around in Amazon looking for obscure, janky, weird and wonderful action figure accessories that might be of interest to enthusiasts such as me and yourself. Drop the cash on it, take the risk, see if it's any good or not, and then, you know, share that experience with you. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking a closer look at this. The Figure Facades book, a book of background themes to, quote, enhance almost any 6 or 7 inch action figure display. This was by request, by the way, folks. Someone mentioned it in the comments, so I picked this one up specifically by audience demand. So let's take a closer look at Figure Facades, and then let's see what I can pull off with some of these backgrounds, shall we? All right, well, let's get into it. Okay, folks, well, here it is, surrounding me now on Amazon.com. You can see just above my head there that this is $12.99. I think I paid £9.99 here in the UK. Takes a little while to ship. This is because it's I think they print on demand, which I'll mention again several times, but it looks okay. It's interesting enough. It's just the cover and the back sleeve of the book. There's a little look inside button here. Let's see what that does. Oh, there you go. You can see basically the first page by using the look inside there. It's got a couple of reviews, actually. It's 4 out of 5. It looks like one person was rather unhappy with it, but most people are falling 4 or 5 stars there. It's not quite as janky as some of the other stuff I've reviewed on here. It's been written, obviously, by someone where English is their first language. That's one of the things that we come across with these kind of janky Amazon action figures accessories that we look at on this series here. But it's got a big old description there. Have you been dreaming of displaying your action figures in a dynamic scene, but you don't have the time, space, or ability to build an epic diorama? Not to mention the valuable shelf space or storage area, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's all very good, all very well put together. 53 pages in total, that's all fine. 25 scenes in total, I think it lists. Yeah, 25 backdrops. If we go all the way down to the reviews, let's see, 5 stars, 4 stars. Someone's there taking some pictures, showing through the book. 4 stars, turned out better than I thought. See more. Here we go. Scam or mistake. Ordered Figure Facades. Cover look great, but internals are like a book on koi carp. No, I think you probably got a mistake there. I definitely got the right one, you know. So yeah, even the 1-star review is more aimed at Amazon than it is at anything else. So there it is. As always, I'll make sure I've popped a link in the description down below to this item if you're interested in following up, picking one up yourself. Don't forget, folks, that using my Amazon affiliate links to buy stuff off Amazon, if you shop with them, helps me out, because that's how I fund the purchase of these random accessories that I go rooting out. And it doesn't cost you anything. You just do the shopping that you would do as normal, but it puts a little bit of change in the change box for me to go towards buying random things like this off Amazon to continue the series. So if you're able to contribute by using my affiliate link, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. But let's now have a look at the book itself, now that I've shown it to you on Amazon. Okay, folks, well, here it is. Here is the Figure Facades book from Amazon that we've just taken a look at on the website. And it's obviously self-published by Oddly Aesthetic here. Looks like it's one of the kind of Amazon print-on-demand type things, which is, fine, absolutely. Another action figure enthusiast getting in the mix and helping us other fellow fans out. 25 backdrops, unleash the full potential of your action figures and capture stunning photos with the perfect backdrops. Gives you a little list of the type of themes that are involved. It's all right. I mean, it's a bit on the cheaper side, but I didn't spend a great deal of money on it. On the inside here, it gives you a little bit of instructions. Just sort of says, look, you can use a pair of scissors or a good hobby knife to carefully cut out an image. Use a metal ruler to make it nice and straight. Place some reusable poster putty, what we would call sticky tack over here in the UK, on the back, and stick it up on the surface behind your figure. blah 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 blah. It's all pretty much makes sense, you know. One disappointment with it is that it doesn't have, you know, like a removable corrugated edge or something to help you make sure that you can remove these pictures neatly. Like, so I've got some of the DC Comics poster, you know, like poster portfolio books for hanging some pickies up on the wall, and they have this like sort of slightly cutaway seam that you can pull off. But I suppose being self-published, they're limited by the range of the print-on-demand options that Amazon offers them, aren't they? You know. But it's okay. Some interesting scene choices in here. I'm not going to show them all, just to, you know, to show the courtesy to the publisher. You know, not just going to show all the pages in their book, but there's some interesting scenes in here. Like there you go, this spooky little forest background. Then we've got like a dark cavern that looks like a photograph. That one, whereas some of them are artwork. The print quality of some of the photos is a bit shaky, but I suppose if you're using it in the background of a photo, perhaps you're going for, you know, a good field of depth of field, whatever the phrase is, perhaps blurring the background a bit, it wouldn't be too much of a problem. Top of a city rooftop, obviously a very popular one for the superhero fans. Something a little bit more science fiction there, like a little sci-fi spaceship tunnel thing. Just a plain wall that looks like it's got bullet holes in it. Is that bullet holes? Is that an execution wall? All right, quickly skip that one. Like a little spooky temple thing. Again, it's a bit blurry, bit fuzzy. Let's skip a couple more. Little staircase in a castle. Just going to grab a few more. Like a little computer console set up there in a... That's got a kind of 80s vibe to it, but it's not 80s. I don't know what that is. Power station or something, maybe? Let's skip a couple more. Prison cell. And then go to the very last. Oh, that is the last one. Let's just pick another one, random one out. Oh, there you go. Like a little desert temple type thing in the Middle East. So not too bad. It's one or two volumes. I picked up volume 1. If there's enough demand and there's enough of you make good use of my Amazon affiliate link to help me raise the funds, I'll pick up volume 2 so that I can, you know, take the risk on these random purchases. But I'll go now and have a little crack at doing a neat little cutaway and taking a few photos, and I'll show you them in just a sec. Okay, folks, well, on the screen right now, you can see some photos that I've taken using the Figure Facades backgrounds. Had a little sesh just playing around. These have been taken with my iPhone 15, with the backgrounds sticky tacked onto a sheet, a piece of cardboard at the back of my light box. So they're very well lit from above and from in front in a reflective light box, just to give you the context there. And I'm using either standard photography mode or the portrait mode for those who are interested in the specifics. But yeah, it's all right. You know, it's okay. They're very useful for someone like me with limited space who's using things like a light box to make photos in a smaller environment. They're not really offering you a great deal more than you could produce yourself. You know, go to Snocksnap or Pixabay or something, download a background, and if you've got a decent enough printer and you can afford to regularly refill your printer cartridges, then you could produce good quality backgrounds of this nature for yourself. So it's not offering you a great deal more than you could do with a little bit of effort in your own right. I've also experimented in the past with popping pictures on the back of a tablet and putting the tablet behind the figures as well. And the issue with that, of course, is the light reflecting off the screen. And so it affects your angles. You know, you're limited in terms of the angles that you have to take, which, of course, you don't really get with this. The matte paper style means that the reflection is minimal. So they're all right. I would probably say my pictures, the figure is too close to the background, that there needs to be a little bit more distance between the background and the figure, and maybe a little bit more blurring of the background using things like portrait modes to really create the effect that I'm looking for. But well, you'll make your own judgment from the pictures that I'm showing you right now as to whether it tickles your fancy or not. But for, you know, $12, when you could probably just, like I say, download some pickies and churn them out for yourself, I'm not sure the value's there really, particularly when you haven't got things like a perforated edge. I said corrugated edge before, I think, like an idiot. I meant perforated edge. Without a perforated edge, and you have to go through the slicing and stuff. With some good quality paper and a good quality printer, you could definitely rustle this up for yourself. So, yeah, there you go. There's your look at the Figure Facades book off Amazon. Let me know if you want me to take a look at Figure Facades 2. To give you a feel for that one, but it may appeal to some of you out there, and if it does, of course, a quick reminder, don't forget, use my Amazon affiliate link. The little bit of kickback that gives me helps me carry on buying these random accessories off Amazon to review. So thanks very much. I hope you found that useful. Obviously do all the YouTubey stuff if you did, and yeah, I'll see you around these parts again sometime soon for another video, a review or whatever, sometime soon. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye now.